try to make any move will endanger yourself and the airplane.
That a plane has crashed into one of the towers.
There was one person on the bus and said, "Did you hear we're under attack?" Well, we didn't know what the guy was talking about.
We just didn't know what was going on, so it was like very chaotic.
We watched on TV, I just got chills actually, because I can remember it clear as day. We watched on TV as the second plane came and hit.
We have a second plane into the other tower.
It's like your brain could not catch up with what you were seeing in that moment because you couldn't believe it.
I was scheduled to do a job at the Pentagon on 9/11.
It was a plane that crashed into the Pentagon, and
I got called in and they said, "Hey, we need you to come to the nuclear plant. We have an emergency here."
I would say at least 3 floors are involved in this hole.
And I remember talking to someone about joining the military. Like, that was the first thought that people had.
Everybody was standing around one of the TVs just listening what was happening and what was going on.
It was one of those things you just stand around with your mouth hanging open like, is this really happening?
We've had a national tragedy.
How could this happen to us?
Going down an escalator, looked out another window at another part, and I realized that I couldn't see a building. Somebody else on the escalator just said, "It's gone."
We remember driving in on the bus and seeing like the National Guard outside everywhere you went.
And then by 5 o'clock, I had an opportunity to go down to the pit myself with Guardian Angels.
This is a day that will live in infamy.
Listening to the radio, we heard the recap of the attacks. And during that whole time, my crew and I don't think we said a word the whole time going back to Baltimore, 2.5 hours ride. We didn't even talk.
I was in Korea, so I know what it is being conflict, but not being here, not having it happen to us.
You see that in other places, but you don't see it here.
And all I remember was just the fire was everywhere, the smoke was everywhere. It was just overwhelming, the toxins.
To this day, it's still such an unbelievable thing that happened, such a tragic event.
20 years later, there's not a 9/11 that doesn't go by that doesn't remind me that, you know what, that's where you were supposed to have been.